YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been almost a month, maybe. It's been a few weeks since I've posted any video, and I feel like I can't really post anything until I do this video explaining what's been going on. I have no idea what to call this video. We just need to talk. I just need to kind of catch you guys up on everything that's been going on, so that way my next video will kind of make sense. I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of in my feelings about YouTube in general, if I wanted to keep doing it, if I wanted to quit doing it, because sadly I am a person that it's easy for me to compare myself to other people, and sometimes I get in the headspace where I just kind of like, well, this person doesn't have as many subscribers, but they're getting more views, and I put so much effort into a video and it doesn't do well, and then I have some videos that do really well, and yeah, these are like little bitty baby problems, but when you're an overthinker and you just sit there and you compare yourself, I'm really working on that part of me, on not trying to compare myself to other people. There are a lot of YouTubers here in Germany, so I just kind of am like, well, what's the point? Like, I tattoo, I travel, I'm happy with my life. I don't need to do YouTube, but at the same time, I do enjoy it. It's just when I get so caught up in my own head and comparing myself, that's when it just kind of sucks the fun out of it. I would say that's like the biggest thing for the new year that I'm working on myself, is not comparing myself to other YouTubers and what they're doing and what they have going on and everything, because everybody's different. Everybody brings different things to the table. Views are views, whatever. I don't do YouTube for like a career, so it doesn't really matter. Now, a lot of people, if you've been following me for a while, have been so confused on, I got wedding pictures taken in Egypt. I just got back from Egypt. It was an amazing, wonderful trip, but a lot of things happened up to the point of us going to Egypt. It's just a lot going on. I'll do another video kind of being like a survival guide to traveling to Egypt. I kind of have been slacking on doing those type of videos for other places that we've been to, but I feel like with Egypt, it's really, really important to kind of know what you're getting into before you go. But about a year and a half ago, give or take, I was trying on wedding dresses, and like David's bridal, I was gonna do a big old shebang, flowy, huge dress, and I was gonna have wedding pictures with me and my husband in Paris in front of the Eiffel Tower. Had everything worked out. Well, I went to Paris with my niece with a surprise trip to Disneyland, and Paris is cool, but it's not a romantical type of vibe, not somewhere I'm like, yes, I loved it, it was amazing, wonderful. It was just like, okay, like the catacombs was probably my favorite part, and I'm not getting wedding photos taken in the catacombs because my husband's not into that type of stuff. Once I got back from Paris, I was like, okay, the wheels are turning. What am I gonna do for wedding photos now? And then it kind of clicked. My husband's #1 bucket list place that he's always wanted to go to is Egypt. And I never thought it would really happen. I've always wanted to go to Egypt as well. But in my house, like, I have a lot of horror and Disney stuff, and all of his stuff is like African stuff and Egyptian stuff. He loves Egyptian stuff. He has Egyptian tattoos. That kind of gives you an idea. And I wanted to surprise him with the trip to Egypt, but with his job, obviously that's kind of near to impossible. I tried, but I ended up telling him, you know, like, hey, you need to go get your typhoid shot. Such a romantical way, but he was excited. It took almost 6 months of planning, and I didn't know for sure till like 12 hours before that we're actually going, even though everything was paid for. It's a whole situation, kind of stressful, but the trip itself was so amazing. The pictures turned out gorgeous. The reason why I'm doing this video too is to explain, I had a veil. Like, it was like a 9-foot veil that I was supposed to wear. I had jewels that were, oh God, I have chicken hair too. Y'all don't judge me. I'm growing out my side part like right here. So I'm like moving it back over. And now I have this weird chicken hair thing that's like growing like this. Anyways, I had this long veil that was like 9 feet long, and I had these jewels. It was like a jewel piece thing that went right here. I had a bouquet, and I was so ready, and I had a boho dress on. Now, luckily, I chose a boho dress and not an actual wedding dress. So me and my husband and the photographer show up to the pyramids to take the pictures. Now, even though we were way far out in the desert, we did almost 3 hours of camel riding, and it took like an hour and a half to get to the location, which is far out there, but you still have to go through like a security point. And the dudes that were running the pyramids that day basically said, no, she can't go in. That's a wedding dress, that's wedding photos, yada yada yada. I don't speak Arabic, so I don't know exactly what was being said. My photographer said, well, they don't want to let you in because you're wearing a wedding dress, they say, even though I said it's not a wedding dress, because it wasn't a wedding dress, it was just a white dress. They were like, basically I would bring too much attention, or maybe for religious reasons I would be disrespecting their pyramids, something along those lines. Not quite sure what the whole conversation was, but I started crying because obviously I've traveled halfway across the world and now I'm not gonna get wedding photos. Like, what am I gonna do? I don't have a backup plan. So my tears kind of worked, I guess, and they ended up taking my veil. They took all the jewels that were in my head, and I was really upset at this point. I guess they searched the car because we were already in the pyramids, but the assistant, her sister, had to drive through like the gate security point, and I guess they took the bouquet of flowers as well. So basically, I'm just in a white dress. The whole thing, I didn't want it to look like me just in a white dress with my husband doing a photo shoot. I wanted them to look like wedding photos because we've been married for over 7 years. Never had wedding photos. It was really important. So in the vlog that I did film, you'll see me basically having like jewels in my hair, and then I don't have them anymore. So that's one of the reasons. And then the photographer, Manar, was so sweet. I'll leave her information down below, and I'll talk about her more when I do my Egypt survival travel guide. But she basically called over one of her friends that was selling scarves, and she was like, well, you're gonna have your own Egyptian veil. So she let me pick out a scarf. This guy had like a whole bunch of different scarves, and I picked the white one that had the black in it. And then she got one for my husband too, so we could match. And she had the guy wrap it around my head like a veil, which was the sweetest thing ever. And that in itself will be a story that I can tell, you know, when I'm super old and I look back at these pictures. It just makes it more special. And honestly, it went with the theme of the pictures. We look like we matched in that situation and setting. So that turned out really good, but I mean, it was just a lot of stress. And I got sick the day before, so I was losing my voice, so I couldn't really talk a lot during this whole vlog. So I was sitting there and I'm trying to edit this vlog, and it's really long. It's gonna be a long video, and it'll be posted after I post this one. But I was like, there's just too much to explain, and I don't know how to do that in this video without making it like 2 hours long. So that's why this video is going up, so you know a little bit of the kind of like the backstory of what was happening. We had a tour guide for every single day. One of the tour guides that I had hired was for like a shopping day, and he didn't really speak much English and took us kind of in the hood of the shopping area, which is not what I wanted to do, not where I wanted to go. Like, there was chickens being sold and cow heads, and it was intense. It was a lot going on, but I hope that this kind of gives you the overview of why I didn't get the pictures taken in Paris, why I went with a more simple dress, because I wanted it to match the location, which I'm super glad that I did, because I did go wedding dress shopping in Germany and it didn't go the way I wanted to. I couldn't find anything that I really wanted for the location, and that is why I don't have a veil, and the jewels in my head are missing and all that stuff. So that kind of caught you up. I feel better. I'm trying to work on myself in this new year. I've been tattooing my ass off, which is amazing. Thank you so much for all my new clients. And I'm just going to try to remember that YouTube's a fun thing. It doesn't, who cares? Who cares? I just need to post what I want to post, and if people watch it, great. If people don't watch it, whatever, it is what it is. And I'm just working on accepting that. So that's kind of my transparent thing that I'm saying. I don't like saying that out loud, but that is the truth. And the people that do support me on here, thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. And yeah, look forward to the Egypt video. That will be coming very soon as I have some time to edit a video, because yeah, things are getting kind of crazy with tattooing, which is amazing. But I love you guys so much, and until next time, I'll see y'all beautiful people later. Bye.